They told you Neville Goddard was just a philosopher. But what if I tell you he was a living demonstration of his own teachings? This is how it begins, with a man who dared to test imagination as the only reality. This is where thought turns to proof, where belief becomes the law that governs circumstance. This is how he manifested financial abundance, not by luck, but by inward conviction. This is where the unseen hand of assumption rewrites every condition. This is how he lived the law, imagining himself already possessing what he desired until the world conformed. This is where the mind commands form and matter obeys. This is how he turned poverty into prosperity, showing that wealth is first an inner feeling before it becomes a bank balance. This is where discipline meets destiny, and daily practice becomes the silent architect of change. This is how he attracted recognition, becoming one of the most profound metaphysical teachers of the 20th century. This is where imagination proves more powerful than opportunity. This is how he taught that your state of consciousness is the cause of all that appears. This is where awareness becomes creation itself. This is how he manifested love and connection, not by seeking it outwardly, but by assuming the feeling of being loved within. This is where miracles become normal, because consciousness has no limits. This is how he turned every challenge into a lesson of mastery. This is where faith becomes vision, and vision becomes fact. This is how Neville became the evidence of his own philosophy. This is where the secret reveals itself. Imagination, felt as true, creates reality. This is how it all began, with a man who believed the world within him was more real than the one before his eyes. Now picture for a moment the life that unfolded as he mastered this truth. This is how his teachings moved from thought to legacy. This is where each manifestation became a testimony to divine imagination. This is how he demonstrated perfect health after illness by imagining himself strong and free. This is where limitation dissolved and energy returned through belief alone. This is how he transformed his relationships, finding harmony through inner change rather than outer effort. This is where self-concept becomes the magnet for all experience. This is how his fame grew not by marketing, but by alignment with truth. This is where influence follows consciousness, not strategy. This is how his students became living proof of his law, manifesting miracles through imagination. This is where timelessness enters the story, because his words still awaken millions today. This is how he proved that death cannot touch ideas born of divine mind. This is where eternity replaces fear and awareness becomes immortal. This is how Neville's entire life became a map of manifestation.